plan. Explain to me what your issues are with the plan and what you want to do.
Yeah, so, when Nancy and I had a joint appearance in Charleston a few months ago, we were all really surprised to hear her take on Social Security, which is the program is doomed, we're never going to see it. And then she actually went so far as to mention the fact that she'll be okay because she's sitting on a real estate nest egg. And that's not okay with me. I have parents of retirement age, and we have to get serious about finding a solution. It's just like immigration. Every election cycle we say, oh, we have an immigration crisis, which we do, but then let's then go solve the problem. And that's what I was saying earlier about coming from the healthcare profession. I solve problems for a living, and I'm so frustrated with folks in DC not doing that. But for Social Security specifically, there's a number of solutions that have been floated out there. One specifically that I'm particularly interested in is scrapping the cap. Right now we cap Social Security taxes once we reach $147,000 of income. And so folks that make a lot more than that stop paying that tax, just Donald Trump has bragged that he stops paying that tax minutes into every new year. And so some of the most wealthy among us, aren't necessarily paying their fair share. And so there's proposals, that once you get beyond $400,000 to reinstate the Social Security tax so that we can collect more revenue into the program and make good on our promise. Because if we don't do that, it is going to affect the most vulnerable seniors in our community, and that's just not okay with me.
Along the same lines, Republicans have basically said we're going to pump the debt ceiling, we're going to go ahead and knock it right out immediately as soon as we are in power somewhere. Where do you stand on the idea of bumping the debt ceiling again?
So it's incredibly reckless. My opponent was just on television saying that she is going to hold our economy hostage and slash Social Security and Medicare. And that's not a realistic solution. That is going to hurt real people in our district and people all across this country. So we have to send serious problem solvers to Washington, D.C. We keep electing these same career politicians who want to go up there and make a name for themselves. They're not interested in bipartisanship because that's a bad word in Washington, D.C., and all they're interested in is winning their next election. And for many people in this hyper-partisan environment, that means winning their primary. So they'll do and say whatever their party tells them so that they don't get primaried next time around. I'm not interested in a career in politics. I'm going to term limit myself to 3 terms. I'm putting my career on hold. I'm spending a lot of time away from my children to do this, and the only reason I'm doing it is because I'm interested in solving problems that I see that we are putting on our next generation.
Do you think they're overlooking your race in a way? I mean, Tim Scott's out there in Pennsylvania, and Lindsey Graham's now up in Georgia. I mean, everybody's every place else but in South Carolina right now.
Yes, I think a lot of people are overlooking our race. I think that I have a broad coalition of support behind me. I think people are tired of, again, the same type of typical career politician, and that's why we've had such success with our fundraising. That's why we've had so much momentum behind our campaign. But I have said this many times to roomfuls of supporters. I'm more than happy to pleasantly surprise a lot of people on election night, and I look forward to doing that in just a couple of weeks.
Has it changed your view of politics at all, maybe, that you went and walked in?
Yes, there's definitely a dirty underbelly there, and it's reinforced for me what I perceive from the outside, which is that to so many people it's just a game. And we all deserve better than that. And I hope that my campaign has encouraged people who never saw themselves in politics, encourage them to step into the arena as well, because I am more than qualified to do this, as are so many other folks who work hard in our community every day. We need to one by one take out these typical career politicians and replace them with problem solvers like me.